I don't know which episode this is an intro for. Hello, I'm Phil. Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking. Yeah, so this is turkey burgers. This is my acorn grill bought with PGC Patreon money. So, domo arigato and thank. So we filmed some episodes for the bank on this, but none of them come out. So I need to show you how it actually works. And maybe another time I'll tell you why it's fancy and cool, but I don't want to do that right now. So I have this charcoal starter here on the concrete, which I didn't read the instructions really. So I'm going to show you how I think it works. I got some lumped coal here. Lump coal is a little bit different from briquettes in that it hasn't been as processed. So you get like a more natural flavor. And also for these kind of grills, that's the instructions clearly say to only use that. And I did read those instructions. Here I've got some paper. We'll just kind of wad this up. And we'll put this underneath. I think this is how it works. I don't really know. It's important to do this in a safe area, safely. So I'm just gonna light this and let it start warming up. But basically what this does, it's like creates like a chimney effect, which makes the coals be ready faster, which is desirable. I'm also gonna close the door of my house. But basically it'll be real smoky for a little bit, and it'll calm down. I don't think you should let newspaper hang outside of it like I did, but I was just being lazy and figured what harm could come from that. I don't know. So probably good for now. Gotta let that do its thing. Okay, so this actually worked really quickly. It was only like 5 minutes or so, but you can already see the coals have started to ignite kind of around the outside there. You can hear a nice crackling, the charcoal, and also the smoke is kind of like that desirable clear color. So we'll go ahead and get this in the grill. So this grill has like I call it a doobie boobie, but it's a grabber is what it is. So basically that hole is where the charcoal is going. Oh shit. Maybe that's not how it's supposed to work. Alright. Don't be dumb like me. No, not the bag of coal. Ah yes, pretty good cooking where safety is always a concern. Alright, carefully put it on the grill. Don't burn the neighborhood down. In the meantime, you can see it fits almost exactly right for the hole. Now we release. Wow! And just like that, you got a charcoal grill ready to go. And for safety, we will leave that there. One of these days, we're gonna have an incident on this show. We should look into insurance, just saying. Okay, I've got, this is a warming rack. I'm gonna leave that in because I might run out of room. But you can see already, the coal's looking pretty good. So this should heat up really quick. It's got 2 blowers, top and bottom. So basically, you can control the heat by adjusting these. The more closed they are, the less quickly it will heat up. I don't want it to heat up too fast because I got stuff to do as well. So I'm just gonna leave them both a little cracked. But if you actually look at the temperature gauge, which is not precise, it's like you can actually see it going up. It's gonna heat up really fast. I think I'm gonna shoot for 350, which I know is like silly in the context of like I cook everything at that temperature, but I think poultry, it's like pretty ideal to cook around 350. This thing could go up to like 700 degrees for like searing beef. But I don't think turkey really lends itself to being cooked at that temperature. It's probably just like all the fat would fall out of the turkey and you'd be left with burnt turkey jerky. I don't want that. So I'll probably come out here in like another 5 minutes, I'll be ready to go. Which is okay, but I haven't made anything yet. So I'm gonna get it to a hold temperature and then maybe we'll make everything else. So one moment please. Okay, we're at our holding temperature, about 350. Grill looks like this, looks good, no uproarious flames. And I basically have the top and bottom shutters like not closed, but pretty close. I'm hoping that will have our temperature hold pretty steady while we go do other things, including filming a cocktail episode so that I can embrace the spirit of PGC, which is not how you say PGC in French. PGC. I'm gonna grill some corn because I'm making a elote mayo. It's fancy. It's like a grilled corn mayonnaise. I already taught you how to make elote, which involves grilling corn in this episode here. And also I taught you how to make mayonnaise in this episode here. The two combined are what I'll show you later in this episode. Oh man, I have a thirst, but I'm on a budget. What will quench my thirst for beer? Could it be simpler times? $3.50 for a 6-pack? That's the actual price. Is this the cheapest beer I've ever seen in a 6-pack? I got it at Trader Joe's. I don't love it, but it does taste like 52 and a half cents of value. That's not right. No, that's not right. 60, no, it's less than 60 because that would be 360. So like 59 cents roughly of value, right? You do the math. Either way, what a deal. What are we making? Turkey burgers? All right, get your bowl-shaped bucket ready to go. I picked up 3 pounds of turkey from the Kroger. Not lean, because we're making boikas. This is 85-15. That's probably the fattiest ground turkey you'll find. But for our purposes, that is desirable. Nice. A word on turkey burgers. If you're eating turkey burgers, some doctor probably told you that you need to like look at what you're doing with your life. Because not too many people are like, yeah, I want to not a beef burger. I want a turkey burger. So in general, turkey is like fairly lean, which is why it is healthier. Therefore, it has less flavor and can be pretty boring. So my traditional method of burger making, which is to just fucking patty it up and throw it on the grill or throw it on the whatever, that's not gonna do it for us because in its original and naked form, these burgers would be bad. So we gotta put a lot of shit in these to make them good. I am reminded of Mike at times when I make burgers in this method because it's his preferred method of making burgers. He likes to put all the stuff in there, load it up with flavor, make it complicated, and that's his school of thought, which I respect but do not prefer unless you're under dire straits in which you're eating a turkey burger. We're gonna make it real fancy. What's wrong with your nails? What the f***? Right? I don't care.
Then why'd you ask?
I'm an asshole. Anyways, let's continue on. Let's crack a couple eggs in this bitch. This is gonna be a binder for all the bullshit that we are gonna put in here. You could beat the eggs if you want, but really I kind of think of this step as a way of taunting the turkey for all the children it probably didn't have. It's like, hey, look at these chicken embryos. Those could have been your adopted babies. I don't really think that way. That's not true. I'm gonna do one of my favorite things to do, which is grate an onion, which I'll probably abandon doing, because every time that I grate an onion, I'm like, I should have just chopped this thing. But here we are, and I'm gonna try it again. So, removing the outside. Here's our box grater. What could go wrong? I don't know. Yeah, no, this is good. So far, so good. I tell you what, if your eyes are sensitive to onion shits, this is like gonna be X11. That's the factor. Also, don't put a box grater on your shirt. It's ill-advised. We're doing this because onions have flavor, unlike turkey. Man, so far so good. I'm just expecting disaster, but it hasn't come yet. I mean, the bowl could flip at any time, but hasn't yet. I'm not doing the whole thing. F that. Look at that nice pulpy onion pulp. Alright. If that doesn't make it taste good, oh, me. Well, just keep grating till you get that part that had turkey contact away. Alright, nice and pulpy. We're off to a good start. Alright, now that I'm bandaged up, gotta put more shit in this shit. Get some onion power going. Lots of it, just in case that actual onion didn't do the trick. Might need some garlic. I'm gonna add some, what's this here sauce? Plenty of that. Makes burgers taste great. Maggi sauce for more dank flavor. Dank! Yeah! And I'm thinking about putting a little cayenne in there. That might be a nice little spice. Not too much, because John can't take it. You should typically use your hands, but I think I'm gonna use a spoon because I was bleeding recently. But you need to incorporate this in Delaware for tax purposes. Oh shit, I almost forgot the breadcrumbs. Hold up! Here I have Kroger Italian Breadcrumbs, 87 cents on sale. Put a f***load in there, that's another binder. It's like a filler thing. Makes good burgers. A little more. And mix. If it looks like meatball mix, you're doing it right. I can't breathe. Turkey's f***ing weird. Feel like we could press this into a block and call it Spam. Alright, let's make some burgers. Oh, I forgot pepper. Can't forget pepper. Lots of pepper. People fought wars for that pepper. You better respect it. Alright, let's patty them out. 3 pounds of meat, plus a bunch of other shit. At least 6 burgers. That was at least 8 ounce burgers. It's typical. So you get your meat. It's cold and weird. It's like your family. Not my family, but your family. That's a burger. Unlike beef burgers, which I think have a little bit more rigidity to them, I would not suggest stacking these. Because if you do, they will stick to each other and you will be boned. This meat's cold as hell. Get your burgers on. It may have been a good idea to put some oil on these since they look a little dry. But, you know, in the spirit of pretty goodness, we just won't do that. That's a big one. All right, so cook those up. This part's not hard. Fine. They look like this. It's time to flip them. Be back. I don't know how much time has passed. I didn't check. Sorry. Sorry. Got some ciabatta rolls here. We can warm them up right here on our warming rack, using it for its intended purpose, which is kind of fun. And we'll probably give these burgers another flip. They're looking pretty done to me. Time to pull the burgers. You can tell that they're done because they look done. Alright, when you're done grilling, close your shutters and the coals will die and you can reuse what's left. Nice! Time to assemble the goods. Alright, here we go. First you start with a bottom butt. And we're gonna spread our corn mayo on that. Elote mayo, it's fancy. Some lettuce, right there. Try to keep it on the bun, that's what she said. You can clean it up by doing what I'm doing. Then cheese on top. If some comes out, it'll just look like you're fancy. That's okay. Plus you can eat the extra cheese. Now the top bun. Man, look at that fancy burger. Let's taste it. Probably really hot. Super. I like the flavor. It tastes healthy. I might put hot sauce on it. Tasty, tasty. Well, that's how you make a turkey burger. It's fancy, and you could probably put that on like a Tim Hortons menu. Probably sell it for $2.99. That's how you do it. Toodaloo.